So I'm currently working on a video that Luke and I shot yesterday. We did like a historical tour of my hometown, and Luke, we both grew up here in Tuscaloosa, but we did a short tour of the town, and we shot some video, and mainly the goal was to tweak the microphones and try to figure out how to have a conversation while we're riding around. But the first stop that we made on the tour was this really cool um, ghost story haunted house that's very well known from a book that's very well known, at least here in Alabama, called 13 Alabama Ghosts. Anyway, we stopped here, stopped at a house that I know very well because I've got some interesting background with this haunted house. But I started making the videos like, how can I make this more interesting? How can I make this um, something that draws people in? And I started playing around with some AI tools and came up with this amazing, not only images that I came up with, but I tweaked the images that the AI helped me with enough in Photoshop. I tweaked them to make what I wanted to, because it's really hard to tell a computer exactly what you want and have it come out. If you don't know anything about AI, currently AI has a problem with fingers and arms and lettering. For some reason, you tell it exactly what to say on a sign or something like that, and it has real problems with it, but it can make amazing images. And that's what I've been using it for mainly, is creating images, or helping me create images, because I do a lot of stuff in Photoshop. In addition, a combination of AI and all that. But recently I've been playing with some video, some free a free video creator, and it creates short clips for free. And there's some expensive stuff out there. And I think that's what the tool that I'm using is wanting you to. It's wanting you to push you into the paid realm. So they're only giving you a limited, a short clip. And I think they all do the same thing. They give you a short clip, but it's really hard to get the video right. And I was just kind of blown away playing with this thing this morning. So I decided to add that clip with some images into the video, because I'm trying to create an interesting story. And as it turns out, the story that I had in my head from my childhood, the things that I remember, that's not actually the story. I started doing some research on the actual ghost story from the book, but it's been 50 years since I read the story. So I had the story in my head. But anyway, I wanted to get to the point where I talk about AI and my use of AI in my videos, in my stories. And I wanted to talk about the fact that I am going to be using AI in the future. And I know a lot of people are going to have some really strong opinions about that, because you've probably run into the same stuff that I've run into on YouTube specifically, is the crap that's out there that's 100% AI generated. I'm not going to do that. I'm never going to do that. And if I do, if I do change my mind on that, it will not be on MotoGiant. It'll be on another channel. I mean, there's a possibility that, because some of this stuff is so much fun that I can see going in that direction, but there will never be anything that's 100% AI generated on MotoGiant. I have too much fun shooting videos with a camera like this. So there's that. But also, what I was trying to say was, I will be using AI tools. I will be using images that are partially created with some of the tools that are out there. And I've got some image creating tools that are 100% using my brain and my mouse. and I'm going to use those tools in conjunction with AI. But AI is doing some amazing stuff, and I'm going to use them. I'm going to use these tools because number one, they're so much fun. They add so much to my video. I feel like that I'm having a dilemma on how to share the fact that some of the stuff was created with AI, and I'm not sure how to convey that without corrupting the actual story. And I don't, what I'm trying to balance is I don't want to destroy the story. I don't want to distract from the story by going, hey, blah, blah, beep, 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 beep. This, this video was created with the aid of some limited artificial intelligence. I don't want to distract from the story, but I also want to give a heads up to people that may feel duped. And I have felt the same way myself. I started watching a video and realized that the images were AI generated, the voiceover was AI generated, and probably the script was AI generated because it turned out it was so bad and so wrong. Like I watch a lot of history stuff, and they started going down that path. I've noticed the historical videos are like 100% created by AI, and probably I don't know if they copied it from some historical text or if they just made it up themselves. But I was so disappointed to find out that I don't think a human was very involved in this stuff at all, or very little human interaction was made with the production of this video. And maybe it was just a bunch of clips strung together in a video. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. But I understand some of the frustration that you guys might be going through with AI. I feel a lot of that frustration myself and anger. And I'm hoping to convince you going forward that there are some appropriate uses of AI that I think that will make at least my productions better. And I hope that you will at least allow me to go on this journey and share my journey with you and talk about the issues of AI. And cut me some slack and let me use some of this stuff without getting too upset at me. And I think the way to do that is to come up with a way of expressing the fact that some AI tools were used, because it's getting harder and harder to tell. It's really getting amazingly difficult to tell the difference between reality and AI now. And some of the best evidence is Luke riding into this burning building is just amazing. It's amazing what is possible. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that briefly and look at what it's turned out to be. Not so briefly, but yeah, I wanted to get some feedback from you guys, let you know what was going on, and talk about the possibility of making some kind of an asterisk somewhere that without being too distracting. And I don't know what that asterisk footnote thing is, but I would like to add it in certain cases where it's hard to tell. Because the last thing I want to do is, have footage that looks like me jumping jumping the canyon like Evil Knievel did, and it looks so real that you buy it and go, wow, that's amazing. And then you come to find out that I didn't actually jump the canyon. I never want to do that. I never want to trick people. I want to compel people. I want people engaged, and I want people to go, oh, wow. And then go, oh, wait a minute. That's fine with me, but I also want to be able to have something embedded in the story where you can go, oh yeah, he had me fooled there for a second because that was awesome. Or, something along those lines. I want to be able to, pull the curtain back a little bit without distracting from the story and the production. So if you've got any ideas on how I can do that, I'm all ears. I'm listening. Or if you've seen somebody else's way of doing that, somebody else's interesting way of presenting the fact that, oh, I used some tools, some magic tools, that that if you're questioning if this is real, it probably wasn't. But yeah, I know that there have been a few people in the past that have gotten pissed off. I may have lost some subscribers because of that particular thing, is that they thought that I was trying to pull the wool over their eyes. And I don't think I'm ever going to do that on this channel. I don't think my goal here is to fool anybody. I can see me doing that somewhere else just because it's fun. It's fun to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. April Fools. Um, that's fun. If you've never pulled an April Fool's joke or teased anybody or pulled a gag on somebody, if you've never had fun doing that, then I feel for you, because it's a lot of fun. But I don't think that's ever going to be a goal on this channel. But I would like to know what you think of the potential of me exposing the fact that I'm using some kind of tool that might piss you off if you thought that I was trying to pull the wool over your eyes. So let me know if you know of a way to do that without ruining the production. Yeah, I don't want to distract from the production. I don't want somebody going, "Oh man, son of a bitch," or getting somebody off the topic of, "Oh yeah, this is interesting. I'm watching something interesting that I'm enjoying," and now I'm distracted by the thought that Don's added some fake stuff in his video, and I never want to distract, but I also want to inform, and especially stuff that's so realistic and that has the potential to fool somebody into thinking that what I'm presenting is actual reality when it's not, which is why I used the cartoons in the production the other day. But anyway, you'll see more AI in the future, but I would like your help helping me help you determine what's reality on this channel. Let me know.
Ho, ho, ho. Moto Giant.